How's it going, everyone? Chris here with another Black Ops class setup recommendation. This time we've got another useful class. We've been looking at a couple of fun classes recently, so this is another fun class to help you get the most out of the game, and this one's based around the sniper rifles, so the title is Scout Sniper. So as we mentioned, this is a Black Ops sniping class setup. We're going to choose perks and equipment to help you stay alive, because obviously the sniper rifles, especially in Black Ops, aren't the most competitive weapon. They've been adjusted, so shall we say, to make them quite difficult to use and not really competitive against fully auto assault rifles or submachine guns. So we're going to look at setting up a class that's going to help you win free-for-all games and be a competitive team player. So let's take a look at weapons and attachments for this sniping class setup. Now for the primary weapon, we've obviously got the choice of basically two sniper rifles. There's the bolt action, the L96A1, or there's the semi-automatic, the PSG one. The PSG one's probably the better sniper rifle for beginners and kind of for all-round performance, but there's nothing better than a bolt action sniper rifle. You can't beat that authentic bolt action feel. So the primary weapon we're going to choose is the L96A1. As for attachments, there's a couple of options. A lot of people go with either the extended mags or the variable zoom scope. I personally don't really get on with the variable zoom. I can't really be doing with adjusting the zoom level every time I respawn, and it just gets in the way a lot of the time. I've kind of got used to just using the standard scope, so my attachment of choice is the extended mags. Obviously it's up to you which one you choose, extended mags or variable zoom, or even both if you go to equip the Warlord perk. And second up, we also want a high power secondary, so we're going to choose the most powerful pistol, which is the Python. And to remedy that main disadvantage of the Python in that they have to resupply each chamber with the bullet individually, we'll select the speed reloader attachment, which enables us just to reload all six chambers at once. Obviously, the reason we're choosing the pistol, just to cover that, is with Black Ops in particular, the hit registration or the kind of the overall power of the weapons means that you will run into quite a lot of hit markers, especially when coming up against players in second chance. It can often take 3 shots to kill those guys. So the pistol is the best weapon to choose for your secondary weapon slot, because the pistols are the fastest weapon to raise and drop. So what you need to do, if you find you've just got a hit marker on someone, they're in pretty close range, just press the switch weapon button. You'll whip out the pistol in no time and you'll just be able to take them out with just one shot. Otherwise, if you find yourself in some close quarters combat, the Python can really hold its own and take people out with just a couple of shots at close range. It's much more powerful than the other pistols. So let's move on to equipment and grenades. Now for the lethal grenade slot, we've got the option of obviously grenade, but being a sniping class, it's kind of a useful and fun class in one. There's nothing better than running around with a sniper rifle in Call of Duty games. And to maximise your fun that you can have, we'll equip the Tomahawk. Now not only is it fun to throw an axe into the side of someone's head, but it's also quite handy as an offensive or defensive weapon. Obviously the sniper rifles are best suited to medium to long ranges, but if you run into someone up close, you can quite easily take them out with a quick tomahawk to the face. So unlike the grenades, which take a long time for the fuse to count down, like on the Semtex, or the grenade to cook, which will often leave you dead, the Tomahawk's more of a close range weapon that can cover you in those close range encounters. So second up, we've got the option of concussion or flash grenades. Now concussion grenades, like we've mentioned in all the previous episodes, they will not blind and deafen the enemy quite as much, but they do slow the enemy down, which is quite handy if you're running around the sniper rifle. Obviously a slower moving target is always easier to hit than one that's sprinting across the map. And third up, just to protect our behinds while we're in our sniping spots, we're going to choose the Claymore, just to protect ourselves, put it in the doorway or in a kind of a slight choke point, just to catch people out if anyone tries to sneak up behind us and stab us in the back. So let's move on to perks for this sniping class setup. Now first up, we've got the option of Ghost. Now I know this is not a popular choice with quite a few people. If you're one of those people, just head over to my anti-Ghost class video, which is named Ghostbuster, and you'll find lots of tactics and techniques to taking out pesky ghost users. But the reason it's been selected here is obviously with a sniper rifle you're at a disadvantage, and it's widely accepted that you kind of get a get out of jail free card when using Ghost with a sniper rifle. It's otherwise frowned upon, but it's generally accepted for using using the Ghost perk with a sniper rifle, and it kind of goes hand in hand with the whole traits of a sniper, the whole lone wolf type of gameplay and staying off the radar. It's kind of it goes hand in hand with that type of gameplay that we tending to use with the sniper rifle. So Ghost is probably the best choice for the first perk slot. I mean, another choice you might want to consider if you're definitely not a Ghost fan is the flak jacket perk. If I'm honest, flak jacket is probably my most favoured perk, even for a sniper class, because anyone who's used flak jacket for a while will know that if you've got used to using it, you find yourself just you're getting killed time and time again by napalm strikes, and where you don't really think to move out of the way because you're invulnerable to it otherwise, and you find yourself running towards grenades, whereas you can otherwise throw them back, but obviously you can't when you've not got the flak jacket equipped. So I always find myself doing stupid mistakes when I've not got the flak jacket perk equipped. But for the everyday gamer, I'd probably advise Ghost for a sniping class. So for the second perk slot, we've got another slot which has got quite a few different opinions from various players. I think one of the most popular perks for this slot is steady aim, and it's definitely my favourite for this slot too for a sniper class. The main advantage of steady aim in a sniper class is it reduces your hipfire spread, but it's not so much for getting those hipfire kills, it's more for lining up your general shots. Obviously with a sniper rifle you want to kind of line up the screen first before zooming in, so the steady aim perk just allows you to line up those shots a little bit more accurately with the smaller kind of crosshairs on the screen. Otherwise, like we mentioned about the attachments, if you're running both the extended mags and variable zoom scope, you'll want to equip Warlord. The hardened perk's not well suited to a sniper class, because even the reduced flinch doesn't really help, because you'll still be knocked off target even with a very slight flinch from enemy fire. And like I mentioned, with the lower power of weapons in Black Ops, you'll still won't be able to get those one-shot kills through any cover, even with the hardened perk. And I'm sure we all know about the sleight of hand perk. Unlike in Modern Warfare 2, the sleight of hand perk doesn't speed up the time or quicken the time it takes to aim down sights or aim down the scope, so it's not really too useful for the sniper rifle, but it can be useful to speed up the time it takes to reload your secondary. So lots of open choices, but my preference goes with steady aim. And finally, for the third perk slot, we've got Ninja. Now, in the introduction, we mentioned about a class setup that's going to help you stay alive. That's also one of the reasons why we've chosen Ghost. The Ninja perk is a great one to help you stay alive, because obviously not only does it make your footsteps silent, but you'll be able to hear people coming. And when you're set up in your sniping positions, obviously you can't see the radar from the blacked out screen while aiming down the scope, but you will be able to hear people coming with the Ninja perk and your headset. So definitely one of the better perks to keep you alive in both free-for-all and team games. So finally, let's take a look at killstreak rewards for a sniper class. First up, we want the spy plane. It's always a handy kill streak to run, just to be able to get it at 3 kills and see where the majority of players are on the map. Obviously it'll help you determine where the enemy team's spawning, so you can kind of get into a position far away and get like a long sight line towards their spawn area. Second up, we want to be a competitive team player and also help ourselves stay alive, so the counter spy plane will just help achieve both those aims. The counter spy plane is just 4 kills and it disrupts the enemy's radar, so it really helps win those team games, and obviously helps keep you alive, because even though we're running the Ghost perk, running a silencer on a sniper rifle is just insane, so we'll still be showing up as a little red dot on the radar when we open fire. So the counter spy plane will just avoid us being hunted out by the enemy players. The third up, like I mentioned with the spy plane, we need to know where the enemy players are in order to take them out from afar. So the SR-71 Blackbird's a great all-round perk at 8 kills, just to both help your team out and help yourself, so you can avoid those deaths by seeing if anyone's creeping up behind you, and obviously seeing where the enemy's spawning and trying to get those long sight lines across the map. So that's the Scout Sniper class setup for Black Ops. I hope you have fun with it, and I hope it helps you get some decent sniping gameplays. Sniping doesn't seem to be too popular in Black Ops, obviously 'cause it's a little bit more difficult than the previous titles, but once you get used to it, it is really really fun. It's obviously quite challenging, which is what makes for a lot of the fun, and it's always great getting those awesome kills and awesome kill feeds. So like I said, have some fun with it. Drop me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this episode. If you're a fan of sniping, drop me a thumbs up. It'd be really appreciated just to get my videos a bit more widespread exposure, more views, and just help my channel grow a bit more. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you all later.